It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the prop plane, Kenny Smith. And it is Raptor basketball tonight as the Toronto Raptors go up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. For the Cavaliers, only one win in their last 6 games. They know they can play much better, looking to be more competitive tonight. And tonight, we'll see Kyle Lowry, tough, all-around talent. Kenny, he always seems to find ways to make an impact.
Oh, man, he is tough. He is a pit in that offense and defense. You know what I mean, Ernie?
Sort of. I'm trying to follow.
Like a pit bull.
Oh, he's a
just
pit.
Tough.
Oh,
when,
I thought you were talking about barbecue pit.
Oh.
No, when he locks onto something, he does not
it.
let it go.
Now
He's
I
tough
got it.
rebounder for a guy. What is he, 6 foot nothing? Yeah. He is a pit bull.
Kenny, that explanation was pit to fall.
Okay.
He's very physical, very skilled. His competitive nature sets him apart.
Oh, I'm just jumping this pit then.
Yeah.
You know where he's from,
guest.
Ernie?
Pittsburgh.
Oh, that's a good one. Where'd he go to college at?
Pituitary Gland Tech.
No, University of Pitt.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, that was pretty
If he played with the Bulls, what would his name be? Scotty
Pippen.
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 We'll see you later, I hope.
It's Saturday night and live on 2K Sports. We've got the excitement of the NBA for you tonight. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. It's the Toronto Raptors facing the Cleveland Cavaliers. And guys, we won't be seeing Jonas Valanciunas, who is injured.
Yeah, it's going to be a few weeks until they can get him back, but not as bad as it could have been. In the end, given the way it looked, boy, I tell you, when they had to help him off, they'll probably consider that to be good news.
Well, a few weeks could still impact the season in a big way, but yeah, very fortunate he's not out for the year.
We have 2 teams tonight, Doris, with a lot of experience between them. What type of game, in your view, does that typically result in?
Well, typically you see a very well-played game, very few turnovers from either side, a high level of execution on both the offensive and defensive ends, and sometimes it comes down to the little things. Who wins the 50-50 balls? Who goes to the free throw line more? When you're talking about 2 high-caliber, experienced teams, it's the little things that make a difference.
Attention to detail. Well said. Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Kyle Lowry and Danny Green are the guard tandem. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ibaka. And it's Siakam in at the 4 slot. Lowry with the ball. He really played well in that last game against Golden State. Ibaka looking for an opening. Shot from the top of the key. Here's Siakam. Up again. Now here's Korver. He's coming off a 10-point game against Boston.
You know, he was also one of their key contributors on the glass. His effort was terrific.
Sexton kicks to Korver. Drills the three-pointer. Korver's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
This is the assertiveness of Kyle Korver, the pre-shot preparation. As soon as he gets it on the catch, he's ready to fire.
Ibaka dishes to Lowry. Lobs it up for Ibaka. Serge Ibaka. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they come in off the loss to the Boston Celtics.
Yeah, I just thought their energy was lacking defensively. Just gave up way too many easy shots.
And when the defense isn't there, Greg, you really open up the floodgates for the other team. They didn't have any heart.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And the foul goes against Toronto.
and he's just good at forcing the issue. Love seeing Sexton stay aggressive and just get under the D's skin.
And Colin Sexton, when it comes to scoring, the man shows you a little bit of everything.
Loves to drive it, loves to attack inside, improving his consistency from range. But what I love about him is the aggressiveness. This guy is always in attack mode.
Free throw good, Sexton.
And the aggressiveness Sexton plays with is infectious. He motivates his teammates to play just as hard.
So he gets them both. One thing you have to admire, Doris, about the Raptors franchise is their sustained success.
And that's not easy, Kevin. Last year marked their 3rd straight 50-win season and their 5th straight postseason trip. Very few other teams can claim those items in that time frame. Boy, the Raptors, what a good, solid core.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Ibaka. Korver kicks to Nance. Cleveland moving the ball around. Lowry against Korver. Johnson outside. 5 to shoot. Over Leonard. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation.
And a moment now to look at the numbers for Green. He's putting up about 8 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists. And those numbers, solid, not spectacular, and sometimes what you see is what you get.
There's no doubt. This is a guy who understands his role, knows he's got to give you quality minutes, and that's what they expect from him.
Leonard inside, Johnson on him, and it's Leonard missing. The Cavaliers leading by 3, and Nance kicks to Korver. To the middle, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And, of course, Colin Sexton. His college team once had to finish a game with only 3 players.
Yeah, he scored 40 that night. I mean, almost led him to a victory. He loves to play under the bright lights, brings great energy and enthusiasm every night.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. By this point in the season, Doris, certain teams have been hit hard by the injury bug, and the truth is the next man up, the next player up, can be easier said than done.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, Kevin. Sometimes it's not necessarily when the injury happens, it's who has the injury hit. So a all-star level player, an MVP caliber player, can't necessarily be replaced 1 for 1. So sometimes you've got to make some schematic adjustments, and sometimes you've got to rely on the whole to pick up the one big star that's gone down.
I always thought, too, character is really revealed when you start losing a couple players to injury.
No doubt, Kevin.
And Ibaka is right there.
Kev, we know this about Serge Ibaka. This guy is a strong presence on the offensive glass. If you don't check him out, you're going to get hurt.
And Nance kicks to Korver. There's the pass to Sexton. Nance tipped back in for 2.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays on the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Here's Green. Larry Nance making his last shot. Here's Lowry, and Thompson sends it back.
That's where Thompson's length comes into play. You think you can sneak a shot over him, but he'll swat it right back at you.
David Aldridge had a chance to catch up with head coach Tyronn Lue. Dave, what do you have to say?
Well, Kevin, what he doesn't want is station-to-station basketball. He said, we have to avoid bad habits and keep the ball moving. As long as we don't stand around like we're watching the paint dry, we can score. We'll see if the ball stays in motion tonight, Kevin. Back to you.
Thanks for the report, David. So the goal is to come out early and get their shooters into a good rhythm right away.
And of course, that's always a goal. But the meaning behind it is that he wants them to play good, smart basketball, not taking too many chances.
Right. You've got to be able to use plenty of screens, not let players start to go one-on-one and try to do this thing individually. Run your sets, get the best shooters their shots.
Now here's Johnson after the miss from Serge Ibaka. Thompson inside, defended by Ibaka. And here's Johnson outside, the offensive rebound. And the jam by Larry Nance.
Don't you love guys who are willing to do the dirty work? Larry Nance's activity making him a factor on the rebounding aspect.
Now here's Lowry. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Green passes to Anunoby. Poked away. Lowry kicks to Anunoby. Over Johnson. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Boy, the mid-range becomes slightly more difficult when the defense is as active as they are there.
Passes it to Sexton. It's stolen by Lowry. To the middle. Here's Anunoby. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Boy, that's a pass I don't think anyone saw coming other than maybe Kyle Lowry. What vision on the dish.
Korver against Green. Korver kicks to Sexton. Here's Johnson. He had 15 points last outing. Clock is at 3. That one, no good. Lowry feeling it out a bit. And Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Kyle Korver. Fred VanVleet is checked in for Toronto. Siakam passes to VanVleet. Outside, Green. And he hits it to tie the game up. Green's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Now Sexton. He's coming off a 31-point game against Boston. Green against Clarkson. Joe Johnston on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots a 3. It's rebounded by Anunoby.
Still unable to connect this quarter. Really looks frustrated. Just needs to try and stay calm. I'll tell you, that's an assist that shows great sense for where his teammates want to move.
Sexton kicks to Thompson. Inside. It's stolen. Clarkson against Green. Pass to VanVleet. Here's Siakam to the middle. Up top, Ibaka. He's covered by Thompson. Fires top of the key. Misses off the left iron.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
To end the run, and there's the nice layup by Johnson. Johnson's got it all tied up now for Cleveland.
Exceptional focus. Boy, Johnson, a committed scorer on the interior. Defense has nothing for him.
Here's Siakam, covered by Nance. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Joe Johnson picks one up.
You know, and Serge Ibaka, a player who kind of came into the league as a defensive stopper, shot blocker. You know, still has great length and can bother shots, but not the prolific shot blocker he once was, as the focus has become more on the offensive end.
The free throw drops from Ibaka.
Oh, my gosh, I just got it.
And with Ibaka, at one point, would average almost 4 blocks a game.
Yeah, I mean, it is hard for any player to maintain a pace
that high at this stage. Ibaka's done well to adjust, I think, his capabilities and make sure he can still have an impact on defense. The block numbers won't ever be as gaudy as they once were, but he is still causing problems for shooters.
He's got that.
Well, Serge Ibaka has been willing to become a modern NBA stretch four. You have to be able to shoot the three, and Serge is willing to follow the correct trends of the league. You love the adjustment.
Now, here's Clarkson. Last game he had 10 points. Lets the three fly. That one doesn't drop. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
And I was impressed with how comfortable they looked in that environment, made the most of their possessions.
They were extremely efficient, Greg. They ran their offense well and took good high percentage shots.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Indoors with Ibaka, he has changed his offensive approach, but the defense stays the same.
Right, you think early on he was defined by his shot blocking ability, and I still think he can protect the rim. He knows how important an emphatic block can be for team-changing momentum.
Pass to Anunoby. Raptors moving the ball around. Here's Van Vliet, and the Raptors hit again from deep.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
The Cavaliers trail by 7. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Clarkson taking his time here. Stripped it away. Now the Raptors moving it up. Here's Van Vliet. It's hauled in by Fry. And so he'll bring it up for the Cavaliers. Last time they came together was in Toronto, where they fell to the Raptors.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
They were forced into tons of sloppy play, and I think they'll be looking to be more composed tonight.
Here's Van Vliet following the basket by George Hill. Ibaka finds Miles. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's called on Channing Frye. You know, Doris, for a long time, few people realized how efficient the three-point shot can be, the extra point making such a difference. Why do you think it took a while for that thought process to hold?
Well, I think obviously we have advanced metrics, and the reason we have advanced metrics is there are more ways to monitor the things that happen between the lines, right? There are cameras everywhere. We can track people's data via computer programs. But I think one of the interesting things to me, Kevin, is that Steph Curry really has changed the logistics of what defines a quality shot. Here's a guy who steps across half court, and when he does, he's in range. So the influence of Steph Curry cannot be understated.
Great example.
Boy, he's just been so consistent, right? I mean, every time he's gotten to the stripe, he's delivered. This is great stuff.
To the inside, and Fry slams it in.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. And that Unleash Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. And Toronto has possession. The Cavaliers making the shot. 6 to shoot. Anunoby. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. And the Raptors lead by 7.
I'll tell you, it's 6'8" with elite athleticism. Good luck checking OG Anunoby on the interior.
Hill passes to Fry. Right wing. Osman kicks to Hill. Over to the left wing. And again, it's Cleveland. Here's Van Vliet. He had 10 points in the win against Golden State. Now the pass to Miles. Right inside. He's against Fry, and it's right missing.
Boy, a little indecisive. I think he wanted to kick it out, changed his mind, and ended up missing.
And that one's good. Osman.
Kevin, I've always appreciated the unselfish nature of George Hill. He always has his eyes surveying the floor.
So it's Toronto now, after Cleveland got the three-pointer. Here's Van Vliet. Sweet little floater. Van Vliet's got 7 points.
shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
And Fry kicks to Clarkson. Back to Fry. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession.
Toronto ball.
Toronto leading by 4. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Right against Clarkson. It's Miles on the wing. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Well, the lefty C.J. Miles continues to get it done. Such an excellent shooter and length on the defensive end. A good two-way player.
The Raptors shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
The first free throw is good.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
And Miles drops them both.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
8 seconds left in the first quarter. They get a hand on it. Serge Ibaka. He's been the guy making things happen for the Toronto Raptors. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We come back right after this. Now a veteran in the NBA, Serge Ibaka, talked about his role on this team.
I like to do all those little things, running up and down, blocking shot, straight to the floor, making open shot, rolling the basket, screen, those dirty work. I like to do that.
And Ibaka, Greg, a great complementary player.
And you like his combination of size and skill, able to impact the game at both ends on a high level.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen so far from the Raptors, guys, your thoughts?
I mean, they're winning the turnover battle, and oftentimes that can swing things your way.
Well, you really like the activity on the defensive end. Outstanding, jumping into passing lanes and coming up with steals.
So for Toronto right now, they've got C.J. Miles. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Ibaka. And it's Van Vliet in at the shooting guard position. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Yes. Well, guys, Kyle Lowry is a player who has worked his way to stardom. He says, I still feel like I can be better. I'm never satisfied. My team is good, but I think the best I can be is a champion. There is no other goal in basketball. Guys?
D.A., that's how you truly create a legacy. Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for Fred Van Vliet. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Korver, no luck. Raptors leading by 8. To the middle. And Ibaka slams it in.
Well, a high percentage scorer with a great shot selection. Ibaka knows when to send it home. Well, you think about the Cleveland Cavaliers' journey last season. It was filled with so many ups and downs. They ultimately end up as the 4th seed, and it didn't matter. They still get to the NBA Finals.
Here is Ibaka following the score by Cleveland. And it's Leonard missing. Hill kicks to Osman. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Serge Ibaka picks one up there. And this Toronto team has started to depend on threes more often for their offense.
You're right, Kevin. They went from being near the bottom of the league in threes attempted to top 5 in attempts this past year. And a lot of that is the green light to shoot from the wings that they have. It's another dynamic to an already potent scoring machine.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
First free throw is good. And Cleveland making a change here. Nance is checked in. That one misses. You know, Doris, certain guards just have a knack for scoring in the post. When you think of that list, I'm sure there are a couple right at the top that come to mind.
Yeah, well, who don't you want to deal with in the low post out of the guard position? I'll give you one. Dwayne Wade. If he's on the post with a back-down dribble that he can use to his advantage, turn the lights out. Here's another guy. Sean Livingston. Unbelievable length, plays at his own pace. Both guys are nightmares in the post. Good luck checking either one.
Kept alive outside for Lowry. And here's Miles. 6 points for him. Knocks down the 3 ball. C.J. Miles. And now a 12-point Raptor lead.
Well, this is where C.J. Miles has made his bones as an NBA player, right? We know he can make long-distance shots, spacing the defense.
Now, here is Hill. Passes it to Korver. On the wing, Hill. Defended by Ibaka. And the rejection by Ibaka.
Boy, great extension from Ibaka. His length always a factor.
Raptors leading by 9. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Lowry kicks to Miles. Right inside. Guarded by Korver. Shot clock at 5. And here's Leonard from 3. That's another miss. Number 4. He's 2 for 6 shooting. Here's the 3. Korver, no luck.
I'll tell you, he's been dry from three-point range in the second quarter after hitting one in the first.
Stolen by Miles. Left side, Lowry. And it's blocked.
What anticipation by Channing Frye. Measures it up and sends it back.
Tries from 10. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka. Ibaka's got 6 rebounds here tonight. To the paint. Lots of room. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist from Miles. Miles has got 3 assists tonight.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. And this last offseason, one that every Cleveland fan dreaded. LeBron hitting free agency. And Doris, they were right to be worried.
And now the challenge for the Cavs organization is replacing a player of LeBron's magnitude. This is a group that still has talent, but it certainly has to think about rebuilding. It was an incredible second stint for LeBron in Cleveland, but the Cavs will surely be a whole new team without him.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Joe Johnson, he's checked in for Korver. And it's Sexton in for Jetty Osman. Shot clock at 3. Now here is Lowry. D right on him. Hill against Green. Back to Lowry. Green deciding where to go with it. Toronto needs to get off a shot. And here's Leonard from 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Nance with some nice D.
They're fortunate to be in front given how shaky he's been from the floor tonight.
Hill dishes to Sexton. Nance outside. Trying to find Johnson. He's got it now. Shoots over Miles. Good on that shot, and with that, the Toronto lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Johnson.
Well, Johnson isn't just an outside shooter. This guy is a versatile, talented scorer in the paint.
Now, here's Green. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game with the fadeaway. Leonard, no luck.
Well, they've been playing some tough defense on him in this period, and it's starting to affect him. This guy's having trouble finding the target right now.
Johnson, the pass to Sexton. Pass to Hill. Shoots over Leonard.
And a sensational individual defender. Leonard will lock you down. Rejections are just part of the package he brings on the defensive end.
Now here's Green. Lowry with the ball. Pass to Siakam. Now here's Miles. Outside Lowry. From deep. Knocks down the three ball. Lowry's got the lead up to 12 now for Toronto.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Now here's Sexton. He's covered by Leonard. Now Sexton. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game.
Well, he gets the separation he needs. You can't say the same for his aim, though.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
When you watch Kyle Lowry play, you see how much bigger he is than his stats. Does so many little things on both ends of the floor. I mean, he's a great screen setter, takes charges, all the things that don't necessarily show up in the stat sheet, but are important when it comes to winning.
Free throw drops for Kyle Lowry.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
And Greg, with Lowry, it isn't like he's quiet on the stat sheet either.
Yeah, he is a bulldog. I mean, he scores it, the playmaking. He's just complete in terms of a backcourt player. Rebounds as well as anybody for his position, and got good hands on defense. It just gives you a little bit of everything at that point guard position.
And so he makes both from the line.
Well, the Cleveland Cavaliers went to their 4th straight finals last season. To me, nothing short of remarkable. They had to fight their way through an improving Eastern Conference. And the reality is the Warriors have more talent than everybody else, and that's why they win the NBA Finals.
Timeout called, Cleveland. And the Cavaliers were strong, Doris, but ultimately were overmatched by the Warriors.
And think about their journey to the finals, Kevin. In the East, they had 2 series go to 7 games. LeBron James, think about how many years he has played basketball so deep into June. He had played 82 games in the regular season for the first time in his career. And the bottom line was the Warriors entered the season as the prohibitive favorites and ultimately end up champions.
Anunoby kicks to Siakam for the 3, and it's Kyle Lowry with the 3. Lowry's got 8 points.
Yeah, really found his stroke here in the second quarter after missing everything in the first.
Here's Sexton. Fry finds Clarkson. To the wing on the left. Here's Sexton. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. And Leonard has it in the corner. Back to Lowry. Here's Anunoby. An 11-point game for him in the win against Golden State.
And he passed the ball so well in that game, keeping everybody involved, even as he was racking up all those points. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Timeout called, Cleveland.
You know what you love about watching OG Anunoby? You feel like you're watching a vet when you watch this guy. He doesn't seem to get rattled in pressure situations. This guy plays like he's been in the league for a decade.
Fred VanVleet is checked in for Toronto. Clarkson dishes to Sexton. Feeds it to Fry. Kicks it to Sexton. Shot clock at 6. And Fred VanVleet is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for the Cavaliers.
Tristan Thompson.
Johnson right side. Tries it from 19. And it's Van Vliet with the rebound.
Boy, the way he's been going, he is not going to be the guy to turn this around.
To the paint, here's Leonard. And there it is for him. Leonard's got 10.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Now, here's Clarkson. No points in the game yet for him. They could use a bucket, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And Jordan Clarkson is a player who is looking for his shot whenever he gets the ball. Can distribute enough, but it isn't his top priority. Very dangerous when left alone outside.
Two shots.
Free throw good. Clarkson. And with Clarkson as good as he is outside, Greg, he prefers to shoot off the dribble than on the catch.
Yeah, and it's why Clarkson gets labeled a high-volume, low-efficiency guy. Terrific on catch-and-shoot chances. I think if he played more towards his strengths, he could put together a career year.
And so he hits both. Well, the league taking steps towards to reform the draft lottery, flattening out the odds, doing a variety of things just to analyze the way it works, the mechanics. Do you think the change will be enough?
Well, again, I think this goes back to the leadership at the top of the NBA, and the right man is in charge in Adam Silver. And as is typical to Adam Silver, everything happens with a very measured approach in terms of reform. You do a little bit, and then you evaluate. But I think Adam has made it clear that the change they made to the draft lottery was nothing more than a first step. Now, where do we go from here? That remains to be seen.
Here's Clarkson. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. The shot by Clarkson, no good.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Van Vliet passes to Anunoby. He dishes it to Leonard. Gets that one through the hole, make him now 7 of 13 in this game.
Boy, this guy has been transcendent this quarter. Something really lit a fire underneath this guy. Oh boy, that's 2 on him now. And if he gets a third foul before halftime, his playing time is going to have to be limited for a bit.
For Cleveland, they have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him.
Well, think about the Toronto Raptors last year. 59 wins in the regular season, which was a franchise high. Won the Atlantic for the 4th time in 5 years. And then it comes to an end with a thud, losing to the Cavaliers in the playoffs. Brutal.
And Cleveland making a change here. Korver's checked in. And for the Raptors, swept by the Cavs in the postseason, Doris, for the 2nd consecutive year.
It's getting painful. Swept twice, defeated for the 3rd straight time by the same team. And you think about the Raptors, a team that geared up and changed things to try to avoid it, and it still happens. That's a tough pill to swallow.
Here's Sexton. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Johnson right side. And Sexton slams it in.
No, Joe Johnson has proven he will find his guys if they're open.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, it seems every season new records are set for the number of three-pointers made and attempted. It's proven to be successful, and of course, it is a copycat league. It's hard to know why it took so long for everyone to catch on, but now that they have, the effects continue to ripple throughout the league.
They sure have, David. Thank you. 59 seconds left in the first half. Here's Van Vliet. He's got 7. Got a piece of it. Here's Leonard, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And there's the foul against Cleveland.
You know, there are differing opinions as to who the best defensive player in the league is, but no matter what, Kawhi is always in the discussion.
And he knocks down the first one.
Oh, my God.
And with Kawhi in this past summer, his health was such an unknown quantity during trade talks. Now that we know that Kawhi is a full go, it looks like a great deal for Toronto. Casts a bit of a shadow and doubt over Kawhi's last year in San Antonio, but it is what it is at this point.
Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard.
Oh my
and
God.
they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Clarkson kicks to Thompson. And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
Oh no, he's the last guy you want to put on the line. You can just about book the points every time he steps up there.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
What I love about Kyle Korver is he consistently does what he does at an incredibly high level. You're talking about one of the great shooters of his generation, and he was a key part of their turnaround from the early struggles they experienced.
Here's Van Vliet. He has 7. 30 seconds left in the second quarter. The fadeaway. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
There's 14 seconds left now here in the second. Now, here's Clarkson. He's guarded closely. Good.
Well, Jordan Clarkson specializes at capitalizing on what the defense gives him. Nicely done in the mid-range.
And here's Leonard from 3. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Toronto feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Kyle Lowry. Kyle, you came out strong to take advantage in the first half. Were you pleased with the effort?
Yeah, we got to keep it up. Our defensive intensity has to stay high.
That has led to some great play at the other end. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. The first half mercifully coming to a close. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny's here. Shaq is here. Kawhi Leonard is having one of those nights. He had 18 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 block. And taking a look at the Raptors, Kenny, what did you see out there?
Well, they were dishing out dimes left and right, and the guys were finishing strong. As a team, they seem to be always thinking, always looking for the best shot. If they keep sharing the ball this way, the second half could be more lopsided than the first.
Looking at Cleveland, Shaq, your thoughts?
Well, they were playing like it was Christmas, Ernie. Giving up a lot of turnovers. There's no excuses for the turnover numbers, sloppy ball handling. They look out of control, and the execution was all over the place.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side,
my brother.
Welcome back to Cleveland, Ohio, home of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. My wife and I toured that recently. It is worth the price of admission. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
I mean, he was prolific in that first half. You know it's coming, but it's just so tough to stop.
And this is what he does, right, Greg? He's out there to score the basketball, and throughout that first half, he dominated.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Nance and Thompson are up front. Sexton is out there with Kyle Korver. And it's Johnson in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. Now here's Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. And stolen by Sexton. He feeds it to Korver. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Korver's got the opening bucket to start the second half for Cleveland. And so Lowry will bring it up for the Raptors. Leonard on the wing. Ibaka against Thompson. Leonard, that's for 2. Toronto gets it back in a new 24. And Ibaka is right there. And the Raptors lead by 17.
Well, you've simply got to keep Ibaka off the glass. When you don't, he is there to clean up the mess.
Knocked away. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession. And just who is providing all the playmaking here tonight? Let's look at the breakdown between the front and backcourt for the Cavaliers.
And their guards are taking on the majority of the passing and assisting for the team, just as you might expect. The bigs doing their part by getting to good spots inside and making themselves available.
And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That's his first foul. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Here's Sexton. This is to Nance. Korver kicks to Johnson. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Johnson's got 6 points.
Well, you can't give up any space to Joe Johnson because he is outstanding scorer in the pick and roll.
Thompson against Ibaka. Outside Leonard. Lock at 6. And the pass to Siakam. Puts up a 3. And the basket by Lowry. 11 points in the game.
What a fluid perimeter game. Kyle Lowry, a consistent threat from deep.
Sexton, the pass to Johnson. Over Leonard. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. And now running it up the court, Green pushing it all the way. And the foul called on Joe Johnson. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Raptors with the ball. It's an 18-point lead. Outside Leonard. Down low. Siakam kicks to Green. Just 5 to shoot.
Kyle Korver worked so hard to be in defensive position to contest shots. That's nice.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Passes it to Sexton. With some arc, and he sinks the layup.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Raptors leading by 16. And Leonard has it in the corner. Over Nance. And it's Leonard missing. Cavaliers have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. A floater, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Well, Johnson continues to score against aggressive defense. Boy, he's made a living out of difficult shots.
George Hill's checked in for Kyle Korver. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for the Raptors.
One shot.
That's good from Johnson. Well, after the Raptors fell short of their goals last season, you knew they were going to be changing some things up.
Well, obviously the first big move was moving on from Dwayne Casey as the head coach. And you think about Dwayne had brought the best years this franchise had seen, and they still felt it was time for a shift. Now, it's not necessarily his blame. Sometimes you just need to hear a new voice when you've ended in the playoffs the way they have over the last several years.
And there's the patience you want to see from Sexton. Eyes up and finds the open man.
Outside Lowry. Pass to Siakam. Right side Lowry. It's Miles on the wing. Over Johnson. And it comes off the front of the rim. The Cavaliers trail by 11. Nine feet out. No good on the shot. And Toronto will go the other way with it. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Miles against Johnson. Lowry passes to Siakam. Here's Ibaka, and it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Well, a little bit of assertiveness from the native of Congo. Serge Ibaka has the green light.
And the Cavaliers call time here. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Channing Frye's checked in for Cleveland. Bounce pass, Nance. And here's Sexton. 12 points for him. Nance outside. Softly drops in the floater. Nance has got 6 points.
Well, Larry Nance, because of the athleticism and the burst off his feet, is incredible on the interior. Look out.
It's stolen by Nance. Johnson up top, defended by Miles. Johnson dishes to Sexton. Frye with the ball. He's got 5. Hill, no good.
Boy, he has been cold for a while now.
Yeah, starting to look like it's taking its toll mentally. He doesn't look like himself.
Now, here's Green. Out to the right wing. Just 5 on the clock. Lowry from outside. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Shot from the wing. And the shot is good. The Raptor lead has been cut to just 9 on the basket from Johnson.
He's been heating it up since the break, getting some excellent looks right now.
Toronto working the ball around now. It's stolen by Johnson. And Nance kicks to Hill. Back to Nance. Pass to Sexton. Outside Hill. Shot clock at 6. Takes the 3. Rebound by Kyle Lowry.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Outside, Green. Siakam kicks to Green. Trying to get something going. The shot that time, not on target. The Cavaliers trail by 9.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And the basket by Hill.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Here's Green. So timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
Boy, Larry Nance Jr. showed last season he can be a productive starter. He has always been efficient and complements a lot of different players.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Osman comes in for Johnson, and it's Clarkson in for Sexton. Then for the Raptors, Anunoby, he's checked in for C.J. Miles. DeLon Wright comes in for Green, and it's Fred VanVleet in for Kyle Lowry. And here are the Raptors now. To the inside, Wright, and it's blocked. Now here's Nance. 6 points for him. He gets it in there. And now it's only a 5-point Toronto lead. Well, for Larry Nance Jr., so much of what he brings, Doris, to a lineup is energy.
Right, Kev. He's an igniter, right? That hustle and coming up with timely plays is what he is known for.
And the call will be against George Hill. That is his first foul of the game. The Raptors making a switch here. Leonard's checked in. And here are the Raptors now. Here's Ibaka. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
Listen, he's been a key component of their offense tonight. Efficient and effective.
Now, here's Clarkson. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Osman, the pass to Hill. Puts it up. They get the rebound. And Nance slams it in.
What I love about Larry Nance Jr. is he doesn't need the ball to be effective, but when he does get the ball, he shoots with high percentage.
Here's VanVleet. He's got 7. Here's Leonard. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Osman's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. The drive by Nance. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Well, aggressive move, strong finish. This guy can play. I love Larry Nance's approach.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
You know, even though Larry Nance doesn't handle it on every possession, you can expect him to be a factor on the defensive end and on the glass.
Here's VanVleet taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. Anunoby passes to Wright. Ibaka right side. And Channing Frye gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Here's Anunoby. Clock at 6. Wright finds Ibaka.
Oh, picked up his 4th foul. Maybe have to scale back his aggressiveness with plenty of time left in this one.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Serge Ibaka at the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
Well, there's a length and an intensity that Serge Ibaka brings to the table. And as a solid teammate who contributes on both ends, this is a guy you want on your team.
And both free throws good for Serge Ibaka.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Now Clarkson, the pass to Osman. He kicks it to Nance. Over Wright, and it's good off the back rim and in. Nance has got 9 points in the quarter.
And now they're shooting it pretty well. That was not something we would have said in that first half.
Right outside. Passes it to Leonard. Over Nance. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by Wright. 20 points for Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, and from mid-range, Leonard's jump shot is money. It doesn't matter if it's off the dribble or catch and shoot. He never loses his touch.
Now, here's Clarkson. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Boy, defender taken out of the play with a rock-solid screen. No way he's going to get through that.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
And to this point on the season, guys, 80% from the line. He's done a really good job.
And Cleveland making a change here. Korver's checked in. Free throw good. Clarkson.
The one thing with Clarkson, sometimes he can get a little out of control, and he does a tremendous job creating offense and putting himself in a position to attack.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
It couldn't have come at a better time. With the score being as close as it is, he had to make that play.
And right, here we go.
Well, OG Anunoby is going to continue to develop his game, and that pass, that was pretty.
And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for the Cavaliers. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Here's Anunoby. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Clarkson kicks to Korver. Back to Clarkson. Outside Korver. No good on the three. Raptors leading by 7. 55 seconds left in the third. Here's the teardrop. He lays it in. Van Vliet's got 4 this quarter.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Clarkson dishes to Korver. Clarkson against Wright. Clarkson kicks to Korver. Cleveland moving it around. Shot to stop the run. The shot by Clarkson, no good. Toronto's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark. Shooting the 3-ball well. Van Vliet with the bucket.
And whatever the adjustments at halftime, they are looking really good right now.
Well, there's no doubt this quarter has been all about them. They've come out hot, and they're not showing any signs of letting up.
Right against Clarkson. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Clarkson's got 9 points.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by the Raptors.
And Leonard puts it up from deep 3. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. It's the Raptors. They lead by 9. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. And a moment ago, inside the huddle with Coach Tyronn Lue.
Hey, we okay. Just one basket at a time, all right? Keep playing. Keep getting shots. That's all right. They block a couple shots of the basket. Just keep going, all right? We all right. It ain't going to come back in one possession. Got to keep playing, all right?
Imploring his guys to stay positive, not to get down on themselves.
Kevin, he wants his guys to just slow down a bit out there. Good message from Coach Lue.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the 4th quarter. So for Toronto right now, we've got Ibaka, Anunoby out there with Kawhi Leonard. And it's Van Vliet in at the 1. And it's Osman missing. Toronto leading by 9. Nobody near Leonard. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Leonard's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Raptors. And for the Cavaliers, they're shooting 47%, pretty solid. Osman, the pass to Thompson. Now, here's Clarkson. He's tightly guarded, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Jordan Clarkson tends to draw a lot of contact. If you look at his career, he doesn't end up at the free throw line as often as you'd think.
Taking 2 shots.
Relax on the first.
And the first one drops.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Siakam is checked in for OG Anunoby. And both free throws good for Clarkson.
Thank you, Cleveland!
Toronto leading by 9. Van Vliet looking around. And Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
"60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth."
Clarkson using his combination of size and speed to affect the shot. That's really good defense.
Thompson outside. Now the dish to Korver. Pass to Clarkson. Shot clock at 6. Lets a floater go, and the layup is up and in.
Well, very difficult to guard the floater. Jordan Clarkson, nicely done.
Toronto's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots, 6 of 13. Siakam kicks to Ibaka. Pass to Van Vliet. A floater. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his 5th rebound in this one. And stolen by Wright. Outside Leonard. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson.
Foul. Elbow. 2.
And Greg, one of the stories that had started developing since last season was the talk of Kawhi Leonard wanting out. Too many soured relationships, it seemed.
And he was eventually moved after requesting a trade. Pop and the Spurs tried just about everything they could to convince him to stay. Probably the most drama for a team known for not having any drama.
The free throw drops for Leonard. Johnson, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Sexton comes in for Jetty Osman. Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Clarkson dishes to Sexton. Kicks to Johnson. Over Wright. That one off the back iron and out. Raptors leading by 9. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. And that's a foul called on Colin Sexton. That's foul number 2 for him. Green, he's checked in for the Raptors.
In for the Raptors, Daniel Green.
Cavaliers on D. Siakam kicks to Van Vliet. Just 5 on the clock. Ibaka, the pass to Van Vliet. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And so here's Toronto. Leonard looking over the floor. Shoots over Korver, and Leonard gets it to go. Leonard's got 6 points in the quarter.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
Now, here's Clarkson. Inside, Thompson. Great D that time from Leonard.
Not the kind of strong finish it should have been. Something threw him off.
Green kicks to Van Vliet. And there's the pass to Ibaka. Ball's knocked loose, and Green gets it to go.
Boy, he's able to get to the hoop, Kev, because of that great solid screen.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
The shot by Sexton, no good. Toronto leading by 13. Green left side. And the Raptors tack on 2 more.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Johnson. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Johnson's got 9 points now in just the second half. Van Vliet kicks to Leonard. Over Korver. But he stays with it. Passes to Green. Here's Van Vliet. 6 to shoot. Second chance shot. Here's Ibaka. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
Well, Kev, Serge Ibaka takes such smart, high-percentage shots. And when he's got the hot hand, you've got to keep going to him.
And here's Sexton with the floater, and it's in there.
No, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
Toronto leading by 13. Leonard finds Ibaka. Outside Leonard. And there's Sexton. That's good on the assist by Korver. 16 points for Colin Sexton. The Raptors have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Outside Green. And Kyle Korver picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Nancy's checked in for Clarkson. And Toronto also making a switch. Lowry's checked in. Here's Ibaka. Open and close and nails it. Ibaka's got 4 this quarter.
Well, there's incredible height and reach and length and touch from the inside when we're talking about Serge Ibaka.
Now, here's Sexton. While recovering. Sexton with it. Good work defensively by Lowry.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Leonard dishes to Lowry. Back to Leonard. Launches a 3. Cavaliers with the rebound. Sexton's got 4 rebounds in this game. Johnson can't hit. Raptors leading by 13. Green kicks to Leonard. Over Johnson. And good. He got the English that time as it falls. Leonard's got 10 points here in the second half. For Cleveland, they've gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Sexton the pass to Thompson. Outside Korver. And another miss by Cleveland.
That's as good a look as he's going to get beyond the arc, but there are no sure things from that range, even for him.
And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. Can't hit that one. And Toronto will go the other way with it. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Here's Lowry, and Thompson sends it back. And they get it back. Siakam misses.
Tremendous defense. Boy, they're putting an emphasis on not giving him a clean look inside.
Sexton kicks to Korver. Fires from deep. And it's Lowry with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Pass to Green. Here's Siakam, guarded by Korver. Siakam passes to Ibaka. Clock at 4. Poked away. And he banks in the layup. Ibaka's got 6 in the quarter.
And to me, it's never easy trying to guard Serge Ibaka. This guy is such a powerful player who is not afraid to mix it up.
Thompson with it. It's Ibaka picking him up. Now, here's Sexton. Johnson left side. Shoots over Leonard. Wide open shot is on the money. 15 points for Johnson.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Lowry kicks to Leonard. Back to Lowry. Three-pointer. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Greg, what are some of the positives that Tristan Thompson's play brings to the team?
Still a very efficient scorer on the shots that he does take, and he lives mostly inside the paint. And still a strong offensive rebounder. But his days of being a threat on the offensive end as the game has evolved seems to have kind of gone away.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
And that one misses.
And hasn't had as many opportunities at the line as he did in that first half.
And the Raptors making a change here. Van Vliet's checked in. Good on the second free throw.
Thank you, Cleveland!
Raptors leading by 14. Ibaka, the pass to Van Vliet. Green against Korver. Green kicks to Leonard. It's stolen by Nance. And here's the fast break. Here's Korver. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
I'll tell you guys, what a delivery on that lead pass. He puts it right where his teammate can go get it.
And so Green will bring it up for the Raptors. Here's Leonard. Unable to get that one. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. Johnson finds Korver. Now here's Sexton. Tight defense on him. And good that time. Sexton's got 7 points here in this quarter.
You know, we've seen this with Sexton in college, and he can get into a zone and just take over a game offensively.
Now here's Leonard over Johnson, and Leonard gets it to go. Leonard's got 12 points here in the second half.
I mean, you're right. Something has to change in their defensive approach. They're making things far too hard on themselves right now.
Here's Sexton. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And sometimes it seems like Sexton wants to get hit on the way up. He just embraces the challenge.
One shot, behind the lanes.
Free throw good, Sexton. There's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter. Outside Leonard. Here's Green, and it's Green with the jam.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Now, here's Sexton. Tight defense on him. 1:16 left in the fourth quarter. Count that one from Van Vliet.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Now Sexton. Thompson, high post. Korver passes to Nance. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Korver. Over Green. Kicks it out to Johnson. Trying his luck deep. Nance finds Thompson. Johnson against Ibaka. Johnson gets the bucket.
You have to appreciate Johnson's decision-making. He knows when to pull up, but he also knows when to slash to the cup.
Leonard, the pass to Siakam. Here's Van Vliet. Back to Siakam. Leonard, that's for 2. He can't get it to go. Johnson with the defensive effort. Outside Korver. Sinks the triple.
You simply cannot give Kyle Korver any daylight, Kevin. Come on now. If he's dribbling it and ready to pull up, look out.
And so it's Toronto winning this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. Serge, you have worked very hard on your game throughout the years. How has that journey gone for you?
Yeah, you know, like always, when you work hard, it pays off, you know. I'm paying off my confidence from my teammates, my coaches, so I'm trying to help the best I can my team.
And you do it at both ends, Serge. Thanks for your time. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.